Good morning to all my over 70s followers out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, and I'm sure today is going to be difficult for you all because you're probably missing your children and your grandchildren, but try and keep your pecker up. So I'm just going to go through a short exercise video for you today. Unfortunately, I've had to retire Grandma Tizzy and Grandad Stewie because they're in self-isolation, but I'm sure they may post a video of them doing their exercises for us later. And if any of you want to share your exercise with us, then that would be great. This session today is based on a request from a particular follower, Mrs. Pauline Davis. She has asked if we can provide a few exercises for her husband, Dennis, to do before he starts the ironing. So I have eventually found a piece of home equipment, the iron. Wasn't sure where it was hidden because a little secret, I pay for my ironing. So I eventually found my iron, and today's exercises will be based on this one piece of equipment. If you haven't got an iron, then you can use a bottle of water, a bottle of wine, or like in my dad's case, 4 bottles or 4 cans of Guinness. So the first exercise we're going to do, or before we do that, let me just go through some safety tips. Make sure the iron is cold, don't use it straight after you've done the ironing, and just be careful with the plug. Add in some additional water if you want to make the exercise a little bit more difficult. So the first exercise is going to be the mini squat. So holding onto the iron, just doing a little mini squat and then coming back up. Low down and back up. So depending on how your knees are, if you've got arthritic knees, then you don't go down quite so far. As you go from the squat position and come up, belly button in towards your spine and squeeze your glutes. So squatting down and back up. Squat down and then back up. That's the first exercise. See how many you can do. If you can do 10, great. If you can't, then just do as many as you can. And if you find 10 easy, you can do a further couple of sets. Second exercise is the shoulder flexion exercise. So again, holding the iron in both hands, lifting the iron up above your head and back down. Again, just go as far as you can. If you've got any issues with your shoulders, then just lift it as far as you can. Lifting up and back down. As you're doing this exercise, belly button in towards your spine. Squeeze those glutes, standing up nice and tall. So lifting up above your head and then back down. So that's a nice one to get the shoulders moving. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be the bicep curl. If you need to obviously rest in between these exercises, I'm just going through them now. So again, up tall, belly button in towards your spine, and then a bicep curl. Curl up and back down. Curling up and back down. Curling up and back down. So this is a nice exercise. Again, as I say, make it harder, add in some water. You may have a heavier iron than me. This is a pretty old iron, so it's quite light. So that's a nice exercise there to do. As we get a little bit older, our thoracic spines, our mid-backs get a little bit stiff. So the next exercise is a nice rotational exercise. So again, feet hip width apart, holding the iron upright, and then rotating the body to the left as far as you can. Feel the stretch, back to the middle, and then to the right. So you're rotating to both sides. Lovely little exercise to do. If you get any pain, then just go up to the pain and don't really push it into pain. So nice rotational exercises. So go as far around as you can. Again, trying to do 10 on each side, keeping your hips facing forward as you do that one. The next exercise, popping the iron into one hand. Start off with your right to begin with, and then just side flexing down to the side. Go as far as you can, feel the stretch in your side, and then coming back up. Going down as far as you can, and then back up. Flex down as far as you can, and back up, and then swapping sides. Flexing down, and back up. I need to do a few more of these myself, I think. It's a nice little stretch. Lovely. And then the final exercise of the day is like a shoulder press type exercise where we're using both our biceps and our triceps. Again, up tall, belly button in towards your spine, holding the iron chest height, taking the iron out in front of you, and then back to your chest. Out in front of you, back to your chest. Out in front of you, back to your chest. This is again going to work on our biceps and we'll work on our bingo wings. So that's a lovely little exercise there to do. There we go. So there's a few basic exercises for you to do today on Mother's Day. Again, as I said earlier, try 10 of each if you can, and then see if you can do another set. See how many you can do. You know, over the next few weeks now, it's important that we keep doing these exercises to maintain our mobility and our muscle strength. I know it's a difficult time for you all, but keep smiling, keep happy, and we can beat this.